Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your weekly intuitive reading for Monday, March 1st through Sunday, March 7th, 2021. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Just a reminder that this week's reading takes us into a new month, the month of March. So if you'd like to get an overview of the whole month, along with the numerology vibration, the astrological transits of significance, messages from our angels and guides, and then a special message depending on your stone of choice for the month, please be sure to go onto my YouTube channel and watch that March intuitive reading. So let's start by taking a look at your stones of choice for this week's weekly reading. The first stone of choice, and these are all special intention pendants. I occasionally like to show you some of the new pendants that I've wrapped. This one is K2. That's what it's called. It's called the K2 stone. So this is wrapped in silver, and this one is Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 22, the number of the master builder. The essence of the planet Neptune has been infused into it for the spiritual connection of Neptune. Neptune's also a planet of higher dimensional awareness. It also has Saturn's energies infused into it. Saturn's the great manifester that brings energies into manifestation. It's also got the element of earth infused into it, which helps to ground energy and vision into third dimensional reality. Activation of the third eye chakra for clairvoyance and psychic insight. And it's infused with the energy of Archangel Michael for protection and removing obstacles so that one is able to accomplish the next step on one's destiny path. All right, your second stone of choice is this beautiful pearl. I'm really excited about this. I just did some new crystal or gem essence elixirs lately. And one of them was for the zodiac sign of Gemini. I did all the zodiac signs for these gem elixirs. And the ruling stone for Gemini is pearl. So this is a beautiful raw pearl, and it's wrapped in gold wire. Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 9, the number of faith, trust, and spiritual purity. The energies of the earth element for focus and integrity, and the water element for intuition and empathic abilities. This has the activation of the crown chakra for channeling the light energies, and also the energies of the divine feminine for unconditional love, compassion, and peace. And just as a little side note, the pearl is known as a stone of sincerity and brings loyalty to a cause. All right, and then the last special intention pendant of choice, this is charoite. And charoite is a beautiful purple stone. It's got some black splotches in it. That's usually what charoite looks like. And this is wrapped in silver and Reiki charged with the vibration of master number 11, number of the lightworker and the visionary, and master number 33, number of the Christ consciousness energy and selfless service to humanity. It's got infused into it the qualities of the sign Scorpio for transformation and deep emotional healing, the balance of the heart and the crown chakras together to open one up to higher unconditional love of the universe to share with all of humanity. And then this also has infused into it Archangel Raziel's energy, the Archangel of alchemy, divine magic, and psychic abilities, and Archangel Michael, the Archangel of courage and leader of the lightworkers, and also Saint Germain's energies infused into it. Saint Germain, the Ascended Master of healing with the violet flame. So again, your special intention stones of choice here are the K2, the raw pearl, or the charoite. So let's talk a little bit about the astrological energies for this week. Okay, there's not a lot going on this week, But on Wednesday, the 3rd of March, we have Mars the warrior. Mars, the planet that rules energy, action, and forward movement. It is moving out of Taurus and into the sign of Gemini. Now, while it's been in Taurus for the last few weeks, it's been slow, patient, step-by-step movement, because that's what Taurus's earth energies are all about. Now that it's moving into Gemini, and Gemini is considered an air sign, which means it is a sign that rules the mental realm, communications, thoughts, ideas. It's also a mutable sign, and mutable means that it's very changeable. There's a lot going on with that Gemini energy. It's sometimes all over the place, juggling many things. In this case, Mars, that planet of energy and action and forward movement, is juggling all sorts of ideas, juggling this different idea of speaking, teaching, writing, networking. And because Gemini, again, is mutable and changeable, and there's a lot kind of going on, a lot of times Gemini has a hard time focusing. So what I feel with that, with Mars in Gemini for the next few weeks, is we're going to be juggling lots of projects. We're going to be juggling a lot of activities. We're going to be juggling a lot of communications and information-based situations. And so that can be really good to brainstorm and network and connect with others and move forward on certain projects. The only thing is that it might have a little bit more difficulty focusing. We might almost get overwhelmed because there's so much going on and we're becoming so busy that it's hard to stay grounded with Mars and Gemini. Now, Mars will be in Gemini until April 23rd. So a little bit over a month here, a little bit over a month and a half actually, to give us that time in order to have lots of activity and lots of energy movement, especially again with ideas and perceptions, thoughts. You know, that mental realm is going to be actively busy in order for us to move forward in life. On Thursday, the 4th of March, we're going to have Mercury, which is actually the planet that rules the mental realm. Mercury rules our thoughts, ideas, perceptions, and communications. And Mercury is currently in Aquarius. Remember, it's been in Aquarius for a little while because it was in retrograde motion not too long ago. So it's still in Aquarius, starting to pick up speed. It's still in its shadow, so it still has a few days before it moves out of its shadow period from that Mercury retrograde. But on the 4th of March, Mercury connects with Jupiter, the planet of expansion, the planet that rules our belief systems, the planet that rules higher perceptions. Jupiter also rules abundance, prosperity, and blessings, and that's why we say it rules that expansion principle. Now, both of these planets are in Aquarius, which is an air sign, which rules, again, the mental realm. So Jupiter's going to expand these ideas that we have, these perceptions. Jupiter's going to expand even the intuition, because Aquarius is a very highly tuned sign for intuition, claircognizance, kind of connecting as a channel to higher vibrational or higher dimensional energies, a source of kind of universal energies, a source of universal ideas that can kind of be channeled through. Now, this connection between Mercury and Jupiter, which I feel again is expanding our perceptions, our ideas, our intuition, our psychic abilities, our channeling abilities. On the shadow side, it can expand us into certain judgments or certain fixed opinions and ideas that we have a hard time being more changeable or influenced by other possibilities. So, you know, have to be careful a little bit by not getting stuck in a mental rut with that. But this is the 3rd time that Mercury and Jupiter has come together. The first time, so this kind of gives you an idea of what was happening at these other 2 time periods and what this time period on the 4th of March with Mercury connecting with Jupiter might be about. The first time it connected was in January at 5 degrees of Aquarius. The second time was in February at 13 degrees of Aquarius. And now the third time here on March 4th is at 17 degrees Aquarius. So for all of you out there that are Aquarians or the opposite sign of Leo especially, this is going to highly affect you. Even the signs of Taurus and Scorpio, which Aquarius challenges, might be highly affected by this. The energy here again is to allow yourself to expand into a new way of looking at something, seeing something, perceiving something, and coming into a visionary place of new ideas, new possibilities, new potentials. That's a really good use of this Mercury connecting with Jupiter. Other than that this week, I'll just tell you where the moon is going to be since there's nothing else majorly happening. On Monday and Tuesday this week, the moon, which rules our emotional nature, will be in the sign of Libra, highlighting relationships and partnerships and balance and equality. On midday Tuesday through Thursday, the moon will be in Scorpio, which is going to bring us more deeply into our emotions, more deeply into our empathic nature, more deeply into our psychic sensitivity, especially clairsentience, and more deeply into our subconscious patterns as well. And then on Thursday evening through Saturday night, and this is all Eastern time, by the way, Thursday evening through Saturday night, the moon will have shifted into Sagittarius. So there's more of a bright, sunny, optimistic, happy-go-lucky, joyous, freedom-oriented energy with the moon in Sagittarius here. We feel more emotionally free and we feel lighter and ready to, kind of take on the world, so to speak, and expand into, again, these possibilities. And then on Saturday night, and this is all the way through late Monday, so this takes us into next week, the moon will be in Capricorn. And the moon being about our emotional nature, Capricorn is an earth sign. It's more about, practicality, being grounded, focused, working towards our goals and ambitions. And so the moon becomes a little bit more, our emotions become a little bit more practical, objective, grounded. Even maybe a little bit of a disconnect from the emotionality of the moon. So that's a little bit about what's going on astrologically. Let's take a look at the messages from our angels and guides for this week. So our first card, we have the Six of, in the traditional tarot, this would be the Six of Swords. In this deck, it's called the Six of Mental. The Six of Mental, and it's moving on. Now, the Six of Swords is a good card as swords go. The sword suit being about the mental realm, being about our ego mind. Sometimes we get caught up in the ego mind. Sometimes we get caught up in fears and anxieties, but this is not one of those cards. This is a card of balance. This is a card of harmony. This is a card of, to me, positively moving forward. Just like we talked about, Mars moving into Gemini, there's some positive movement forward on the mental realm, positive movement forward with new ideas, new perceptions, new communications with other people. If you look at the symbology here, behind him, there's kind of a shadow energy, but in front of him, there's all this wonderful, beautiful golden white light, okay? And he's walking forward. He's not looking back. So this is about positive forward movement in a beneficial direction. So let's take a look at the next card to see what comes up next throughout the week. Ooh, Major Arcana 1. In this deck, it's called Awareness, and some of you might know that this is the Magician card in the traditional tarot. So what's the Magician card all about? This is about being the creator or co-creator of your own reality. So you, along with the higher power, and however you want to term that, is co-creating your reality. And you can see that this magician has his crown chakra all lit up. So again, here's that Aquarius energy. We have Mercury, Jupiter, both in Aquarius coming together. We do still have Saturn in Aquarius. That's going to be there for a while. So we're starting to move a little bit away from the Aquarian energy with the sun is now in Pisces. But this is a highlighted crown chakra. Again, we're opening our mind and our higher senses, open to the divine information from the universe. So, here we have again this open crown chakra to be a divine channel for new ideas, new possibilities. We're going to allow ourselves to channel through from these higher dimensions, through our third eye, our perceptions, our psychic perceptions, and then on down through the other chakras to be able to bring something into manifestation. But first it starts with an awareness, right? That's why this key word down here says awareness. So you're having some sort of higher awareness about situations, circumstances, and other connections that you're having, other things that you're moving through. This higher awareness is going to allow you to move forward. This higher awareness, this God awareness, if you will, psychic awareness, higher dimensional awareness, is all going to give you the new perceptions that you need in order to move forward. So again, think of yourself just like the magician, this idea of visualization and manifestation. First, it starts with an idea that's being channeled through. You have the vision with your third eye, and then you allow that to filter down through your awareness to become something manifest. So with the Six of Mental as the first card, and then the Magician as the second card, so far, again, I see a lot of higher universal energies here that are being channeled through to come up with, again, new ideas, new potentials, new possibilities in order for us to move forward. Okay, meditation would be a great tool right now, because in meditation, you kind of balance all of your chakras, and then specifically you can open your crown chakra to that higher guidance, the higher intuition, messages from your angels and guides in the universe. And that's what, to me, this awareness card is all about. All right, let's look at the last card here to wind up the week's reading. Okay, so this is the Seven of Spiritual. It says stand your ground, and in the traditional tarot, this would be like the Seven of Rods or the Seven of Fire, the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Spiritual, stand your ground. And how does that relate to our first few cards? I feel like, we're needing to stand in our truth. Whenever I see this card, I think about us standing in our truth. Now, our truth might not be someone else's truth, okay? And that's what those two previous cards of opening up your crown chakra and being aware of your new ideas and new perceptions that are coming in, and then stand in your truth, in what you believe in, and what ideas and potentials you want to move forward with. The number 7 is about using discernment. So use your powers of discernment and stand in your truth. Stand in your spiritual truth, because this is a spiritual card. This is the Seven of Spiritual. So as you stand in your spiritual truth, you're going to be successful. You're going to succeed. And you can see this person is almost like in this warrior pose or stance, and he's holding this, this rod, high in the sky, as if he's saying, I've succeeded. I'm moving towards my goals. You haven't gotten all the way there yet, because it's only the number 7. Right? But you're far enough along the path that you just need to stay grounded and true to who you are and what you're doing, because you're eventually going to get to this warrior pose. You're eventually going to become the success that you are moving towards, basically. You have, I don't know if this is the sun, it's some planetary body for sure, but the sun or some planetary body is kind of guiding his way spiritually. And you don't have to consciously know what that is all about, but just know that the universal energies out there in the universe, the spiritual energies, the planetary energies, they're guiding your path. They're assisting you along the way. So work with the energies. Use discernment, like I said. And this is also maybe about taking a little bit of a pause. There might be a little bit of silent contemplation or a pause here, in order for you to stay true to who you are, and then to continue moving forward or moving on, like the first card, the Six of Mental said. So let's go ahead and take a look at the special message card for each stone of choice. Okay, so let's give this a little shuffle for a moment. And the first stone of choice was the K2. So asking for the special message for K2 people. And this one's sticking up as I open my eyes. K2, the World. Now, I always think of Major Arcana, the World, when I see this card. This is not a tarot deck. This is a divination deck. But if you think about what the World Major Arcana is all about, it's about something coming to completion for a new beginning to happen. So whenever I see this card, I always think about, again, like a cycle of energy is coming to completion. It might be a situation coming to completion, or an old way of believing or perceiving is coming to a completion in order for you to move forward. Now, the World card is often a successful completion, so don't feel like, even if it's a challenging completion, it's still a successful completion on a spiritual level. It's like your soul has completed some sort of cycle of energy in order for you to move forward. And you can see that this person is facing forward, not looking back, but facing forward towards the future. So there's something new that's coming. The World card could also mean that I feel like light worker energy, and part of that is the world, the planet Earth is here, and a lot of the light workers here are assisting humanity or planet Earth herself in some way, shape, or form through the evolution and growth that humanity is going through, or that the Earth is going through, trying to send healing to the Earth or to humanity in some way. And the other reason why I feel light worker is because this is number 29, and the 2 and the 9, if you add that up, becomes master number 11. And master number 11 is the number of the light worker and the visionary who is here in some way, shape, or form to be a leader for planet Earth, for the people on the Earth, for the collective, in order to assist the world in some way. So that's a little bit as far as the message for those of you that chose the K2. The people that chose the Pearl, let's see, Pearl. Whoops, I almost dropped this one on the bottom, so that's the one I'm going to choose. And this one is Healer of the Ages. Healer of the Ages, and it's number 51. 51 adds up to a 6, and the number 6 is about healing. Number 6 is this healing, mothering, counseling, nurturing, guidance, sort of energy here. And the number 6 is a very balanced number too, speaking of the healing of home and family, as well as the healing out into the world with what you're doing with your life path and career path. Now, the Healer of the Ages, whenever I see this card, I always think of Master Jesus, because it kind of looks like Master Jesus, and maybe it is. But this is about a new healer. I feel like this is twofold. There's healers of the light that are coming in to assist you, okay? So if there's something physically or emotionally or mentally or spiritually that you are in need of healing for, those healers of the light are coming in to assist you. This could also mean that you, in some way, shape, or form, are a healer in some capacity. Maybe you are a light worker healer. Maybe you are a mother who is a healer. Maybe you are someone who works in what we might term a traditional job or career, but still in all, whatever that job or career might be, might in some way, shape, or form be bringing healing to people or to the collective or to the planet. So don't discount that there's many, many ways to actually be a healer or channel through healing or bring in healing. This person, this ascended master, his heart chakra is lit up, and that's where our healing abilities originate, right? The unconditional love of the heart chakra. So the message here is to open up your heart to unconditional love, no matter what situation you might be in. This might be something to do with family situation, or this might be a relationship situation. Maybe it's just in general. Maybe you're going through evolution and growth as a soul that asks you to open up that heart chakra so that you can take the next step in your own personal evolution and growth. We've got this master, of course, the crown chakra is lit up, so higher information coming in, protection of the light coming in. We've got the energy emanating off of their right hand and a flame of fire, a torch, held in the left hand. So the way is being lit for you as you move forward, and you have the magic within yourself, or the healing energy within yourself, to be able to take the next steps that are needed on your path. Okay? All right. And then the last stone of choice was the charoite. So special message for charoite people. This one caught my eye when I opened my eyes. This is the angel of love. So this could be about relationship matters, and this would be that, the angel of love is assisting you with certain relationships, whether they be family relationships, friendship relationships, significant other relationships. But again, it also has that message about self-love. Looking here, it almost looks like she has this pink rose quartz in her hand. And rose quartz is about nurturing yourself, loving yourself, respecting yourself, okay? So there's something about healing your own heart chakra wounds, healing your own emotional wounds, healing your inner child wounds. This angel of love, she's got roses in her hair. Again, she's got that rose quartz crystal at her heart. She's looking down. It's almost like she does look a little sad. So there is something, within you maybe that needs to be healed. So don't despair. You've got the angels surrounding you in order to bring that heart chakra healing. Now, this could also, again, be that you are that angel of love for somebody else. Perhaps, a friend, a family member, maybe someone at work, maybe a stranger on the street, we don't know what people are going through most of the time. I mean, sometimes we do when it's our friends and family, but when we meet people out in the world, we don't know what those people are going through, what situation they might be involved in. So this could also be about you being kind of that angel of light, that angel of love, spreading your nurturing, spreading your healing energies, throughout the world. And just kind of be in that state of love. Be love. And, going back to the healer of the ages, with his heart chakra, I mean, again, this is where our healing comes from, is that heart chakra. And that's what we're all moving towards as a collective, right? To be in our heart chakra, to be in that space of unconditional love, because that's the truth of who we are. So this is part of this card as well, and moving towards healing in regards to whatever's happening in your life. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this weekly intuitive reading. Please subscribe to the channel so that you can, get notified when there's weekly or monthly videos out. I want to thank everyone who's commented or shared my videos. Thank everyone who's checking out my new website. It's in a space of being updated daily, but it's looking really nice right now, and I'm really proud of the work and the attention that it's been getting. There's new products that are coming out and that are going to be launched soon. So check that out and let me know what you think. I want to send lots of love and light to everyone, and special angel blessings as you move forward into this new month of March. And until we meet again in the March monthly reading or in next week's reading, again, sending you all my love. Namaste.